Hello there. Hello, how are you? Long time no see. It's me. Yes, I'm back. But I'm not alone. Before we bring Joel on, Joel will come on in a few, I promise. Before we get to Joel, I just want to take a few moments and tell you, as if you haven't heard it enough by now, but seriously, we're like T minus 2 days from the Benzinga Cannabis Capital Conference. I'm sorry. This person I'm stuck in quarantine with is giving me weird looks right now, and I literally I can't. Don't even look at me. Don't even look at me. Don't look at me. I'm trying to focus right now. And so the Benzinga Campus Capital Conference is in 2 days. 2 days. Unfortunately, we're not going to be there because, as mentioned, I'm stuck in quarantine. So I brought on someone who will be there to tell us all about it, Mr. Elliot Lane. Good afternoon, sir.
Up, Spencer? How you feeling, brother? Feeling better?
I feel good. I feel the same way as I felt like 3 days ago. So like I'm not. This is it for me. Like
you're on the downhill. You're
yeah. I mean,
on your way back to normal.
This is my normal probably for the next few weeks. I think.
Well, virtual hugs, man. Virtual hugs. Let's hashtag hugs. That virtual hugs.
Virtual hugs. So I'm bummed because I'm not going to be able to be there this week. But Elliot Lane, you're going to be there.
Yes.
And I brought you here to tell us all about it. So let's start with this. Who are some of the companies that are going to be at this shindig this week in New York?
So we have, I believe, 50 companies presenting.
Damn.
I think 70 plus total. So that's including panelists, moderators, and then the investors speaking. I mean, it's an insane number. So I'm not going to hit everybody, obviously, but some big ones that you're going to know, like Truly just became the largest U.S. MSO, multi-state operator, TCNNF.
By market cap or by
footprint?
By footprint.
149 dispensaries in the U.S., majority of which are in Florida. I think like almost around 100 in Florida.
Yeah, because they just closed their acquisition of Harvest Health, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, just finished, I believe, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one big one. Kim Rivers is keynoting our first day. She'll start at 9 a.m. On Thursday on this channel. Then we're going to have Verano Holdings, VRNOF, which has fought and clawed its way into Tier 1 status as an MSO. I believe they're in the 70s in terms of footprint with dispensaries. We're going to have Lowell Farms, which is, I would say, probably the biggest pre-roll brand in the country. Really big in California. I think they have some 20% of that market share. I may be pulling that number out of my butt, but they just went into Illinois with Green Thumb Industries. I mean, these are big names. Akerna, Leafly is going to be there. Tilt Holdings, Body and Mind. And then some big time investors are going to be speaking as well about why they invest in the space, what they look for. They're not going to skirt any points either. Nobody's going to run away from the fact that it's not been a great industry since February. So, it's going to be a great conference.
Will my friend from Advisor Shares be there?
So Advisor Shares, I believe, is presenting virtually.
Okay.
And that virtual track, I think, is on the YouTube channel tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yep. Yeah. Tomorrow at 5. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah. So tomorrow at 5, Advisor Shares. You're going to have a few other big-time companies like Neptune Wellness on that, InMed Pharma. Some great investable companies in that virtual track.
See, so it's both sides, right? It's like hear from the companies, but also hear from investors / analysts, people whose job it is to invest in the industry and determine good from bad.
Yeah, content's king, right? Especially with Benzinga. So we put forward investor discussions with panels.
Right.
We put forward investment banks, advisors like Viridian Capital Advisors as probably the leading investment bank, or one of them in the industry. They'll be speaking. So from all different sides of this industry, we're covering brands with a brands panel with 1906 Edibles with a few others there. I'm super excited. I think Seth Rogen's company is going to be there. Houseplant. It's going to be fun.
Really? But not him, but his company.
Not Seth, his partner, Mikey.
Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't we have Jim Belushi lined up?
We did. I don't know if I can say one way or the other. But
Okay.
regardless, we're good friends with Greg and the Blue Sheep Farms team
Okay.
over there.
Okay. The only question anyone's been asking me is, "Oh, is there going to be free samples?" So, like,
No.
I don't know. I'm not going to be there. Is there going to? I'm going to ask you. Are there going to be free samples?
Yeah. So with any licensed type product like cannabis and like alcohol, the hotel would have to have a license and or permission to do that. And so we are beholden to that and to them, and we cannot have samples at the event.
Because I was thinking back
Nor
to
could
Miami.
any hotel or venue.
Because I was remembering back in Miami when there was people giving out like samples of stuff. I don't know if they were supposed to be doing that, but they were.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Elliot does not know what.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I was talking about either. Okay, so Thursday and Friday in New York. Tomorrow, virtually, we're going to start at like 5 o'clock. We're going to go into the evening, and then the main days, Thursday and Friday, which will also be streamed, I should mention, the Thursday and Friday in person, but will be streamed on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So our very first hybrid event. I'm excited because we hadn't had in-person anything since before COVID. It's been almost 2 years now.
January 2020, I think.
I'm sure you're excited.
God,
so enough blabbering. Let me show you guys a quick little trailer as far as Elliot gave a few names, but let's give you a few more names. Again, bzcannabis.com. I'm sure if you don't have that in your head by now, I mean, I've said it every day for the last 2 weeks, so I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you, honestly. Elliot Lane will be there. It is exciting. I'm excited. Is there any one thing before we let you go? Any one thing that you're like most looking forward to?
You know, I think this industry has hit an undeserved bottom. I'll say that. Okay. I think the fundamentals are there for these companies to push into just massive growth. I think the value is there for you guys and for all investors to benefit from this space. We don't give financial advice here. I know Spencer has told me to say that until I'm blue in the face, and I do. But I mean, this industry there's so much potential here. And these stocks that we have there, Sundial, huge meme stock play. I love them. I love what they've done with that popularity. They have made some incredible investments with their Sunstream Bancorp. Jason Wild, TerraSyn, bought Gage in Michigan, where you are, Spencer. He's going to be keynoting the second day. So there's a lot of education here. I'm super excited.
Wait. I must have missed that.
It just happened like a week ago. Jason Wild's going to be our day 2 keynote.
That's why I missed it, because I did in my own world last week. Wait, TerraSyn bought Gage?
Yeah, TerraSyn bought Gage, my
friend.
Did
not.
I don't know. It's not closed yet, but like that announcement came out. They stopped trading, and then
that went by me. Wow. Okay. That's where I go. I go to Gage.
Yeah.
Right.
So TerraSyn, huge acquisition. Body and Mind just expanded into Michigan. They'll be there. Like this is, your cannabis companies that you'll see on the corner, before it's all said and done, they're probably at this event.
That's awesome. Yeah. And then just to be clear, Elliot, I own cannabis stocks. You own cannabis stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We both own cannabis stocks. So we got our money in our mouth or something like that. So obviously there's going to be there's not going to be a cannabis hour this week, obviously, because it's like cannabis many hours. But Elliot will be back next week with a regularly scheduled.
Yeah, and just to kind of comment, I'm seeing a lot of, comments about the debt. because that's the only capital that's been available to a lot of these companies. So you have to keep that in mind. The capital flow into cannabis has not been what it's like for other industries, and they've had to figure it out in different, unique ways. They can't even federally bank yet. And that's why this safe banking bill is so important. So we'll talk about that too. Anyways, Spencer, I know you're trying to get me off, man.
Hey, no. Tokes and Trades in the chat. Tokes and Trades. If you're not there, Tokes and Trades, then what are you even doing with that name?
I need an in-person introduction to Tokes and Trades.
Yeah, we need that. All right, Elliot Lane, if you want to meet him in person, you can do that Thursday and Friday, Marriott Marquis, Times Square, New York City, and I'll see you there. Well, I won't. I'll see you virtually, and yeah, thanks for coming on.
We'll miss you, Spencer. I appreciate the time, man.
I'll miss you guys, but I'm still in the WhatsApp chat for the traveling team, so I'll be keeping tabs on you guys.
He's gonna be playing pranks on us. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Elliot. Hey, before I get Joel on here in a second, let's just do a real fast crypto update because it's the end of the day, and I want to take a look at these cryptos. All right, what is going on out there? What's with the red? I thought this is supposed to be like a breakout for all the major cryptos. Is what I thought was happening. No, I mean Bitcoin down 3%, Ethereum down 2%, Binance Coin's having a day. Solana, which I own. What's my cost basis in Solana? I think it's like, is it like 80? It might be like 80 or 90. So I'm up nicely in that, and that's all that I've got. I'm comfortable there. Doge down 3% to 22.32 cents. Yeah, just one of these days. It's just so weird to me how there's like no real correlation. There's no relationships between the cryptos, right? They all just, I mean, the large ones tend to move with each other, like Bitcoin and ETH, and usually, right? And when there's a broad-based sell-off, everything goes down. But like, unless there's a broad-based sell-off, they all can kind of do their own thing. I find it fascinating and also frustrating, right? It's hard to like you can't just close your eyes and say, "Oh, today's going to be a day. We're going to buy all the cryptos, sell all the cryptos," right? It's very hard to do that. I find that immensely interesting and frustrating at the same time. Let's check in on my SHIB, not mine. I don't have any. SHIB down 8% today. What are you gonna do, dude? I don't know. Anyone in here actually owns SHIB? Just out of curiosity. Tokes and Trades. Are you in the SHIB army? I don't know. I should probably stop. I should probably not buy more. I mean, I've got enough Bitcoin and ETH and Solana for my liking right now. I should probably chill. Hey, but you can buy SHIB and Bitcoin and ETH and Solana and all the major cryptos on Voyager. And while you're at it, get $50 in Bitcoin for free. All you got to do is download the app, use the offer code ZING, fund it with $100 and make your first trade. They will give you $50 in Bitcoin for free. Tell them that we sent you, or I mean that's what the code ZING does, so they'll know when we send you. Okay, it's enough of me. It's 3:30. I know why you're here. You're here for Joel. Let's get Joel on the show.
All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joe, good afternoon. How are we doing today?
Good. How you feeling, Mr. Spencer?
I feel okay. Can I actually tell you that, and I didn't say this morning, but last night, something completely unrelated to COVID happened. And I actually thought about calling going to urgent care or calling out of work. It was pain. It was not related to COVID. I was in a lot of pain last night. It's over now, but I was like really not feeling good last night, and I was like, forget COVID. I'm over COVID. I'm doubled over in pain. But today it's all better. So
Well, you had another option.
Which is what?
Call Lisa.
No. I mean, I could have. I thought
Everyone
about
everyone else does.
Oh, really?
Every other friend, relative,
Yeah.
non-friend,
No,
non-relative.
I was like laying, like I was like huddled in bed last night, just like in so much pain.
No.
But it's all good. It worked itself out. I'm fine. It's all good. Is it all good for the markets though? Is my question to you, because
My question for you is: do you feel regenerated? Has anybody used that term before?
honestly, no. Like I feel the same as I felt on like Saturday.
Okay.
Like so no, I don't. They said I might feel better, but I don't feel any different.
Okay. When you get out, when are you getting out? when you getting out of your quarantine?
That's another question that I'm getting multiple answers to.
Really?
So
you're not going to a cannabis conference, right?
I am not.
Yeah, I don't think too many people would want to be around you.
I think I probably, if I really wanted to, I probably could go, but that would be a little bit irresponsible.
Yeah.
So anyway, enough of that. Let's pull up the charts.
All right, let's pull up the charts. I got the share here, and you know what? Some days you feel like a nut, and then sometimes you don't. And boy, we've had a lot of chop and slop today. I don't want to say that. I really can't say it's bullish or bearish. The price action, pre-market high 43.65. We matched that off the open. Somehow around noon, the noon balloon, we took it back up there, and we failed every time. And you guys know how I like my follow throughs through my pre-market levels, and we didn't get it. So that's the bad news. The good news, as we speak here at 3:33 and 33 seconds, is we haven't taken out the pre-market low. So that's good. In fact, we're hanging out just above the low of the day session, which is 43.39. The pre-market low 17.25. Someone just got real excited on the downside. So no, we don't have an inside day scenario not even based on the day session. So that's not good. So as of right now, unless we get a big change in price action here, I'm not going to have much to glean overall from this choppy session. So sorry about that, folks. We'll see what happens. We still got 26 minutes to go. Crude having a good day. It had a crazy break. That must have been some inventory numbers here. How about a $2 whipsaw move in crude? You made a low, got a good area for y'all on the downside here. Two lows. This is called 79.50. That splits the lows in the last two sessions. Absolutely no downside until we take out that level. You know, I love my double tops and double bottoms, and we're battling a high close for the move here. 80.52 yesterday. Don't know where the cash close was at 2 p.m., but right now, new high close for the move. Gold, boy, Spencer, you sure talked up the gold market today. What, you go on Reddit or something?
Wait a minute. Don't
you
be
pumper.
Don't
you
joke.
Pumper and
Don't joke.
dumper.
Don't joke, because I haven't gotten in yet.
Oh, okay. Gold had a good day. Ran up to 1870, still in a range, still just not breaking out. I like to sit like this high here, still in the range. Just forget about that 1780 high. And you're just in a trading range here. Not sure what the next catalyst is going to be. Silver, that's down about a dime, 22.57. Same thing. Blah. Who wants to trade in the metals when you can trade Bitcoin? Bitcoin is holding above the support that Jamie Dimon gave today at zero. It's well above that. It's down 1770 at 56,220. So a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a double top, but we'll see. I was looking for a top of the trading range. Maybe we have it with the pair of highs. It's called 58.3, splitting the two highs from Monday and Tuesday. And that's it for the commodities. Spencer, can you tell me, I don't know if I mentioned it on the morning show, what happened 2 years ago today? to the day.
Was it Dana's wedding?
Yes.
Was that 2 years ago already?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Or does she not count that, don't count the COVID year? She's only been married a year, but yeah. Yep. Dana's
Wow.
happy anniversary,
Happy
Dana.
anniversary, Dana.
Happy anniversary.
It
Yeah.
was a beautiful thing, a beautiful night. Wow.
Wow. I know. Time flies when you're locked in your house for 6-8 months. But
Ain't that the truth? Okay, let's
what are
start
we
with
going to look at? What do you want to talk
Micron.
about?
Micron. Here.
Micron.
Yeah,
Oh.
a report out from research firm I admittedly am not familiar with, TrendForce. They reported this firm reported that there's going to be a decline in the
DRAMs.
in the DRAM chips that Micron sells in the next year. That's
Oh.
all from this firm. And not that Micron looked healthy, not that the chart looked healthy before today, because it didn't. But
No.
that's probably, I don't know. I don't know. All it needs is a reason, right? In this case, it got a reason.
Boy, oh boy, bunch of. I mean, look at the bottom right chart here. And what do you see? You see red candles, red candles, red candles. What was this candle? This candle probably wasn't bad. It did have one up month, and this is a good observation thing for you guys to look at. I'm going to bring over my data window here. This is when things got ugly. So you had a down month of $2. Another $2, an up month of 84 cents, a down month of $7, a down month of $4, a down month of $3, and now you're 5 right in the month. There's nothing on the monthlies telling you that this stock is going up. Now, is today an overreaction? I don't know. Hands off for me. I'm not going long Micron. 65.14. If you all want to find a level to lean on, that was your low. You're making a new yearly low by a good margin here. That former low was 68.81. Your next monthly low doesn't come into 65.14. I don't know that firm from a hole in the ground. But I don't need to. Yeah. I don't know. They got their way. I hope they're not covering today, or they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Anyways, Micron in the dumps.
Okay. Pull up the Bobbin chart for a second here. I'm interested in. I don't want to say this. It's the top in Alibaba because we got a report that Jack Ma was seen. He was in meetings in people with Hong Kong. Reuters was like, "Hey, our sources said he's alive and well," and Alibaba's still down today, and so. My question is, because that was always the big unknown, like, where's Jack Ma? Well, Reuters says he's fine, and yet we're going to close down today. So, is the top of this recent move, has that top been made?
I don't know. Did I? Remember I made that joke the other day about Jack Ma being on a scooter or something? Being seen on a scooter.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was, but someone tweeted that out, that he was seen driving a 1989 scooter. I think it was Ghosted Trader or somebody
I thought
that.
you meant one of the bird scooters. That's what I thought you meant.
No, I don't know.
Oh, like the ones around Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, they still got. Do you ever ride those things? I'd break my neck if I fell on one of those.
You haven't ridden one unless you've almost died riding one.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not picking a top. I'm not picking a bottom. I would say what you had to move one. What was your move from 138, 170? What's that? That's what, a 32-point move, if my math does. So 16. You had 16 onto that. 154, 155, I might be interested in taking a stab on the long side. If you're taking a short, you got some room to lean on yesterday's low or yesterday's high, and then, come back and fill the gap. So you're risking $7. You never know what's going to come out of China overnight, but I'd say that 170 is looking pretty important today, especially when a stock doesn't go up on good news. Going down on good news. So there it is. Spoo's headed for the intraday low at 43.39. So did I speak too quickly when I said this was going to be a nothing muffin day? We're starting to get some momentum to the downside.
Hey, don't say I didn't warn you about HubSpot, because I definitely mentioned yesterday, hey, HubSpot has their investor day today. They could announce some stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's some good stuff.
Good stuff from HubSpot today.
Yeah, I
What is that stuff? Let's find out.
What do
So
they
actually,
do? What do they do? They just like they connect people, right?
the HubSpot, it's like not that dissimilar to a Salesforce. It's like a software as a service for it's part CRM, part marketing platform, part social media. It does a bunch of different things. We use HubSpot at Benzinga for some of our marketing stuff, but it's not unlike a Salesforce. They announced they're apparently launching a end-to-end payment solution. So getting into payments.
Buy now, pay later.
Everyone's getting into payments now. So anyway, Hub's having a great day.
I'll give you the good news. Is this thing blasted to 814? Wow, is this a daily range? 685 to 814.90. Are my eyes seeing correctly? Whew. Well, the good news is it went over $800. It went to 814.90. The bad news is it's over 40 bucks, 50 bucks off that high. So that high I don't think is going to come into play tomorrow. I keep an eye on that close. Good volume today. A little leery of these events because what are they going to do? Come out and say something bad about the company? But
sometimes that happens though.
Yeah,
like, sometimes that does. You're right. Not usually, but sometimes it does.
Yeah. Tough stock, $800 stock. I'm not good with them. Just keep an eye on that close for today and use that as your mark, your all-time high mark. That's going to be by a wide margin. So there you go. That's just not great with these stocks. SPOOs are coming down. We may have some selling balances, folks, here. The low of the session is 43.39. Now, that's only from your day session. So does everybody know what I'm talking? I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm talking about things and everyone doesn't understand what I'm saying. Does everyone understand what I say by like the Globex low, the pre-market low versus the intraday low? I mean, I know you can't have two lows of the day, but you can with the way they trade this.
You can in Joel's world.
Yeah, bizarro world.
Yeah.
We just took out the 39, went to 38. I don't know if the sellers are done yet here. Pre-market low, way down there at 17.25. That's another 20 handles away. All right.
Somebody help me out. When was the last time the best performing sector on a given day was real estate? The XLRE today is up 1.5%, and it is far and away your leader today of the major sectors. Of all the sectors.
Why is the real estate holding up so much better than the
financials?
The
banks are holding. The banks are holding up.
Now they're waved down, folks. 34.5 goes. We're getting some selling balances here. 34.25, 34 low. Trying to catch a bid here, not happening. Pre-market low. I mean, I guess with the real estate, I'm just looking at this. Maybe the thinking is the inflation is good, right? That you have to raise prices, right? So they're going to raise prices. Globex low. That is the low. You guys know I watch the 24 mark. My day starts at 6 p.m.
Just pull up the futures and you can show them what you're referring to on the.
Let's go upper left. Upper left chart.
I'm with
15 minute.
Yeah.
So here, this is where you hit the low overnight. 43.17.25. That was about 3 a.m. I was maybe taking my dog out in the middle of the night because I had to go to the bathroom. I missed that 43.17.25. So that's your low. That is, to me, that is your real low for the session because that's where it's traded. So when I talk about the intraday low, that's low between 9:30 and 4 o'clock. And they're constantly changing the close. But right now, the SPOO's close It's based on the closing range. It's the VWAP of the last 30 seconds. So what I try and do is I try and split the whatever the range is in the last 30 seconds. Then I make that my closing price on my write-up. If you guys subscribe to PreMarket Prep Plus, you enjoy my writing, you would get a daily write-up of the markets. I do it right after the close. I kind of look at the trading action for today, see what's going to happen tomorrow. Not my nitty-gritty levels. I save that for you guys on the show. But you get my write-up for the day. So that, and then also the top movers of the big components. And for the second day in a row, it looks like the only top component in the green is going to be Tesla Motors here. Making a new high for the move, really trying to close over 800, and it looks like it's going to do it. Spoo's continuing to make new lows on the session.
Yep, Tesla, the only mega cap in the green. Because we mentioned HubSpot, I just want to also mention that Salesforce and ServiceNow, a lot of SaaS names also in the green today. It's not just Hub, so maybe more than one thing working in HubSpot's favor.
Little gap fill. Warning, Will Robinson. Gap fill. Here, 279.04. If you were playing for the gap fill, you got that and some. It went to 280.75. And thank you, Susan from Virginia Beach. She says the newsletter is good. Well, I want to make it great, so you tell me how I can make it great.
Susan from Virginia Beach.
Yep. Okay. That it says Susan VA Beach. So
it does. It does say that. I guess that's where she's from.
Okay. Ford's is doing well. Ford's, Though,
I mean, they're all the automakers are having a good day today.
Oh, look at that area. You're flirting with the breakout here. I've had that line in forever and a brother, and you've taken it out. Can you close it? Digestion day. I mean, a breakout's a breakout, even if it's Ford's. But that's showing some strength here. And how's its brother doing? Is that a triple top or is that a triple top, Spencer?
On the daily, yeah. I thought there was no such thing.
Excuse me, I'm catching your cold here. Hold on. But look at this. Look at this. This is a 6 tuplet top.
Oh boy.
Because look at going back. Oh, folks, mark that line tomorrow. GM $59. Huge level. And kind of in a huge level to get into 60. Then go to premarketprep.com. He says the link doesn't work on Twitter. I hope my Twitter works. Go to premarketprep.com and you can sign up for the newsletter. So Spoo's getting a little bounce off 33.31.75. I wish I could say I have a level there, but I don't. Trying to muster a rally here in the last 11 minutes.
We'll do some ticker time as we get into the close here.
How did you guys do on ticker time without me?
Dennis was quick. He was quick. He was like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. One number.
Shashi wants to know about Caterpillar. Man, I was feeling the FOMO so hard back in the springtime because Caterpillar just wouldn't stop going up. I almost bought it. I'm glad I didn't, but I really did think about it for like a month. I was like, I should just buy this thing.
Man.
Oh man.
Like, what are you gonna do? I mean, the only thing you can do is lean on this low right here. It's the only thing I can give you. 186.98. That was your low on September 21st. You got the 189.58 today. You can lean on that low if you want. I don't like that it's moving with the market. It's closing on the lower end, of its range, 189.58. You got nothing to lean on than the 86.98. So if you're going to risk a couple bucks here, that's where you're going. I mean, the monthly chart doesn't make me want to run out and buy this stock in any shape or form, right? You've had since you made that high, 2 red months, green months. I don't know. One level, I'll do the Dennis on you, 186.98. That's really the only thing. Or you could wait for that level. You say, okay, I'm not going to buy it here and get stopped out. I'm going to buy it at 187 and give myself another $2 and hope for the undercut and rally. Trading with relationships, you look at the deer, and the deer chart says stay away from Caterpillar. That is on the low of the move. No mas, not liking it on this one.
Someone was asking about costs. Yeah, whoever dropped the cost news in a few minutes ago, I did see that. KOSS, meme stock, but also a headline here is halted on a circuit breaker because there was basically they won an appeal for an intellectual property suit against Apple. So they
Really?
yes, yeah. So they lost, they appealed, they won the appeal. Now that appeal will probably get appealed by Apple, but regardless, KOS has halted on a circuit breaker now. Oh no, now it's just resumed as I was. No, it won't. It'll resume. Sorry, it'll resume at 3:54:03. It'll resume
Is
in 2
Neil
minutes.
sick?
Yes, he's under the weather.
He doesn't have the Rona though, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Man.
I
I don't know what to tell you about this stock. I mean, it's
Yeah.
halted. I don't know where it's going. I don't know the ramifications of the lawsuit.
Yeah.
This is a Reddit stock. I wouldn't be shorted if that means anything. And I'm willing to short just about anything. 1971. That was a good year. That is the next daily high. But once again, don't know anything about the lawsuit. It's a Reddit stock. First green candle in a long time. If you want to use any precedents, it had this big green candle, was followed by a red candle and inside day. So that I'm going to limit my comments. Okay. Tom Brady says Apple keeps on losing. Cheryl wants to know where the SPY is heading.
Forget the SPY. Forget the SPY.
Because the SPY. Oh wait, forgot.
No. Forget the SPY. Look at the IWM.
It's going nowhere. It's been going nowhere since February.
No, but look at. Okay, but your chart. So if you look at the IWM compared to the Russell, compared to the SPY and the Qs today, the SPY and the Qs are going to close in the red. The IWM is going to close in the green.
I mean, this is like, look at this thing winding up into a tizzy here. I don't know what to tell. This is what I'm looking at in the S&P, and it's. I mean, if we go down to this 4270 area again, it ain't going to be pretty. There's no such thing as a triple bottom. You got a quad bottom there. You got 4 lows within a 6-7 point range. I don't even have an intraday low to lean on, because how sometimes I like to lean on that. The only intraday low you have to lean on is 43.17 So the bullish scenario is, we're just backing up and filling. People are not waiting for this 42.70. They're having to get long at 43.35, and then we're going to get a bounce back. So right there, critical support, nothing else in there. On the upside, we just keep getting farther and farther away from Thursday's high. That was 44.2120. We're like 80, 90 points away from it. That's not good. So and then you had an exact double top from Friday and Monday. So 3 down days in a row. Is this a low? I mean, folks, think about this. The moves that we've had since the March low, the monthly lows, okay? You have 2 monthly lows. Boom. Where was that monthly low? 42.9375 was last month. You took it out this month when you went to 42.60. I mean, if this is the correction, then this is the correction. Then the lows are in. We're going to head up, turn around, go back, take out 44.21, and then Spencer's going to win his bet. But it's a really tough, choppy range here, and there's really no other way to put it. Spoo's catching a bounce off 31.75, so some buyers coming in, protecting that global. Just kind of like describing the whole day of action here. Just new low. Well, this is the first new low we've made in a while. But there we go. Only down 12.5 handles, 38.75.
All right. The great is in the chat, and the great dropped us a $5, and the great wants to short UPST at the close today.
He wants to short UPST.
He's gonna try to sink a rocket ship.
Well,
It's a rocket ship. It hasn't had a down month since when? Like July? I mean,
this is what you do. You lean on. You got to give it to the high. You got to give it.
I knew you would say that. I knew Joel would say the all-time high is 346.54. That I don't know how much pain you can take, the great, but that's about as much as I'd be willing to take. Right.
But I'd even give him an intermediate level here, just because I'm a nice guy. And the day that you hit 46.54, your close was 36.34, right? Your all-time closing high. So that's a good level. Then today, people were using that 36.34 and saying, hey, I'm going to trim at the mark. The mark is 46.30, the old-time high. That's the best it ever looked on his statements. And they got the 37.52 today, and you've backed off. So I wouldn't risk up to 40. I don't know how much pain. I don't know what you're seeing in the charts here to make you think that it's going down. And I know this is probably not always the greatest strategy, but if this thing breaches 305, you had three lows in a row, 304, 304.81, and 305.26. Then you're shorting into weakness. So there's a setup for you in Upstart Hold It. What do they do? Spencer, do you have any idea what they do?
I don't have to know. I can look it up in the Pro. Let's do it right now.
Yeah.
UPST, Upstart Holdings. They provide credit services. Another one of these fintech firms. Okay.
Oh, is it buy now, pay much later, or buy now and not pay at all?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so. No. There's like
crazy.
No. There's like 3 companies doing that. It's not as big, I think, as a firm is making it out to be. Okay. But also every financial firm is going to offer everything always. And even like non-financial firms are going to be offering this stuff. So it's like, I don't know how big a deal it really is. But anyway, Upstart, for whatever reason, is just an absolute monster and you can't stop it. So if you want to short it, good luck with that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do we want to do?
Find those levels that Joel said.
Nice bounce. Nice bounce off that 31.75 low, right? Nowhere. There's just nothing down there. Don't have anything there. Sorry, folks.
RM says that they do loans. Okay, a minute and change left. About a minute left in today's session, so we can do a couple more tickers and then we'll hop off for the day. KOS is halted again. I think so. Yeah, I think it's halted for a second time now. Unreal. What else caught my eye today? Yeah, we talked about real estate. Talked about the software names.
It never came out of the halt, Spencer.
Oh, it didn't?
No.
Oh, all right.
1888.
Right. Stand corrected on that. I'm looking around. What else caught my eye? No, it's a tough day for semis, and AMD is the exception, though. Because AMD is like the only big semi in the green. Every other semi today is down. Intel.
This is a juicy looking chart. Look at that. 4 matching range days. Why don't you just be patient? If it holds 104, boom, you're bullish. You're going north. It takes out 104. You got a date with 100. On the upside, 4-day trading range. This is unusual. 104.02 to 107.95. And someone keeps asking me thoughts on TradeStation, Thinkorswim. Whenever one is willing to pay me the most money, that's what I'll tell you the best platform is. There we go. We're closed. Looks like we're going to close right around 43.38. Not a great day. Not a horrible day for the market, but just distancing ourselves from that high from last week at 44.2150.
All right, I know Mitch is prepared to talk some solar stocks on Money Mitch coming up next now. Everyone, do me a solid, do Joel a solid, hit that like button, please, and thank you.
Even if you don't like us, hit the like button.
Yeah, that's fine. Please remember, all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. And Joel and I will be back tomorrow morning with Dennis. Mitch going live right now. The stream will end. Redirect you to that. Everyone have a good rest of your day. Hope you had a good green day. And see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.